Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in Weekly Forex Forecast. Market is still a little bit slow and we have a lot of ranges recently. On some pairs prices going up really fast in one direction, then after reaching the good levels price is retracing again, so please be careful with trades and try to choose the trades wisely. I choose some pairs which I think we might get something if of course market will be pleased for us, because recently, like I said, it's really difficult to trade. So first pair is CADCHF. When we check the weekly chart, we will see that a resistance level on the weekly is here. Another one is of course on the previous highs, so we have some room to go. We also have trend line on this pair here, so we see line with at least 3 touches. So if we check, we might have like 100 pip possible move to retest this area, and then maybe you will get reaction, bounce, or breakout and continuation. So let's check the daily chart, and on the daily time frame we'll see that price of course was going up. We were discussing here about the retracement, bounces and continuation, and you see what market is doing for 2 weeks. Yes, it's still in the same area, it's ranging without any continuations, and those things, those behaviors, this price action is on most of the pairs recently. So if we check, this is of course an uptrend, so we will like to focus on the long entries. If we see, we have a little bit of the resistance here at this area. If I zoom out, probably it will be more visible. We see this, and price is struggling with this. Previously we had the nice momentum, but price just stopped. So how we can trade this pair? We go to the 4-hour chart. If we check, we have the trend line. Here there was like a false breakout, yes. Right now we can adjust the line, and still we have, with at least 3 touches, we have 1, 2, 3. We can draw trend line here, so we'll see, okay, prices in the wedge was playing around here, but we also know, okay, we have the resistance on the daily time frame, yes, and we see that price is right now reacting or is retesting this. Ideally we would like to see of course a confirmation of the breakout, and if we see, okay, price is breaking, we have the 1, 2, 3, we go and look for possible long scenarios to target the next resistance area. This would be the more conservative option of course, for because we would like to see confirmation from the higher time frame, but also remember that this is late entry, so sometimes it's better to mix those entries with the lower time frames. And what we see, we have this first 1, 2, 3 here on the 1-hour chart, but we already know that here is the resistance, so it will be better right now to get another opportunity here. And if you like what you see, maybe with this trend line here, definitely you can try to focus and try to find the long entries here. Next pair is CAD yen, which is breaking our resistance level. I was discussing in this pair, and what we have some resistance on the weekly chart here. Of course we have support, we had this previous big spike, and price is making for us right now the short weekly 1 to 3. Of course, to look for sells we have to wait for the 2 to 3 line breakout. So right now price is going up, and if we check, we are already on the 36 EMA on the weekly time frame. So this opportunity which we might have here is a little bit aggressive, but there is still, if we measure the distance, we might get like 150 pips possible move, or even higher. If price decide to break, we can even try to target those areas, and price might go up because we had this spike here. So price already retested the lows, so we might have bigger move here. But we will see. There is also a chance that price will bounce and will go down to retest this, or even continue to go down. Yes. So let's check the daily time frame, and on the daily chart we will see that here we had this resistance, and price is breaking this right now. Yes, so we were discussing this. I was discussing this pair. We have also trend line. Price is breaking. So right now, aggressively, we had this first option. If you check, yes, this was our possible first entry here. Stop loss below, like this 40 pips. Right now, the first target would be hit. So aggressive scenario was there. Yes, we have here trend line with at least 3 touches. So new higher highs, higher lows. Okay. If you are not in this trade on the 4-hour chart, you have to wait for another option, which we might have this week. Maybe not today, but tomorrow, because this is the 4-hour time frame. So you wait for this, and then you easily look for longs, and you have the target. 1-hour time frame, we will see that price is right now is making the 1 hour 1 to 3, but this we should mix with the lower time frames like 5-minute or 15-minute. We can check 5-minute, and on the 5-minute we have this option to look for possible long scenarios. Entry here, stop loss below. This will be like 10 pips plus spread. Right now we wait. I personally, because price was is going up, it's a little bit too late for me to look for the entries on the lower time frames. So I would like to wait for this and then longs. EURCHF. You see, it's again, it's in the range, but what I find here is a good level for possible move. What we have on the weekly chart, we had this double bottom here. Price reacted and went to the 36 EMA. So we have this short weekly 1 to 3, so we might get continuation of this down move. Yes, back to the support to see triple bottom. We have resistance level here, so price also might go up, and we will see maybe kind of the range here like this. And so if we check the lower time frames, we will see that on the lower time frames, on the daily chart, we are on the prices on the support level. We also have trend line, which was broken, but price is still struggling. It's not like we have breakout and continuation. And we have funny long 1 to 3 funny, because you see what price is doing here. We had this nice retrace and then up down range, no volatility at all, so that's why it's a little bit funny. But we have this, yes, we have trend line, we have 1 to 3. So what we would like to get is breakout in one of the directions. Longs, this is your target. Try to manage the pair on the highs, because we know on the weekly chart that there is the 36 EMA, or short entries and try to catch the move to the support level here. So what we need to see, we can just adjust the lines on the lower time frames like this, and we just wait for the 1 to 3s here, or we wait for the 1 to 3 here, yeah, and we take the action. EURJPY is still in this long term range. We see here we can draw area like that, and price is bouncing between the resistance and support. In between we also have a smaller support level, which gives us like 50% of this big range. So of course we can wait patiently to see breakout of this range here to take the longs and here to take the short, but we can also try to look for some smaller trends inside this range, because it is like 400 pips more or less. So we go to the daily chart, and what we see here is that price is right now retesting again the previous lows. So if we see that there is no breakout and price is not going down but is struggling here, we can look for long bounce entries on this area. Of course, if you see that price is going down, easily you wait for the retracements and you look for the sells. In this case, our next target might be here. Yeah, so we see that it might be far away. So good target for the EURJPY 300 pips is quite nice. So you wait for that. But if you like, if you see that price is breaking this trend line here, you can, after trend line breakout, you look for the you can go to the lower time frames and simply wait for the trend line breakout, yes, and look for possible long scenarios here. In aggressive way, we can also try to find the on the lower time frame and entries, but then we have to remember that our target should be on the 36 EMA, daily 36 EMA, or with this trend line. So how we can do it? We just draw another line here, and after breakout of this line, we would like to focus on the possible long scenarios, yes, here as a bounce, and then we target the trend line, we target the daily 36, and if price decide to continue, our long-term target is here. So this is how we can take advantage of this. Of course, you see that price went down a little bit lower in past, so we might have still some like another false breakout. So ideally is to still wait for at least trend line breakout on the 4-hour chart, and then start to look for the longs on the area of the support level. Yes, and if you see again after breakout, if we get a nice setup below, look for the sells. Euro yen. Euro yen is also in the range, but we are on the good level, and if we see breakout, we might have bigger retracement. So what we see on the weekly chart is the resistance level, plus we have the 12 EMA, and it looks like a steep short 1 to 3 back to the 12 EMA. In case if price wants to go up, we might target the 36 EMA with a resistance area, which is here. So from here to here we might get like 200 pip, so it's possible scenario. And if price decide to break this line, we might have we might get continuation of this down move with the support level to the support level, which is somewhere around this zone here. Yeah, so again we might get really nice move also in the possible down scenario. And you see what this pair is doing, guys. Yes, I hope it's clear that here we had like the first opportunity that we might get something, but again, like I said at the beginning, price is funny because we have the down move, then price is going up, again down. So you see it's like completely range. Yes, like here for example, we had the nice move and suddenly price just stop, and then again we had so that's why we shouldn't trade too much if we are not invited by a Mr. Market. We don't want to go too fast. Of course, if you trade intraday trades, even on those candles like on the 5-minute chart, you might find nice trades, but here I would like to show you some swing trades or possible day trading with swing trading combination. Okay, so back to the euro yen. We have this resistance, we have the trend line. Price is struggling right now, and we see this, yes, on the 4-hour chart, which is not so so nice. So we have this line here. Let me a little bit change the angle. Let's something like that. So what we need to see is breakout. If we would like to take advantage of this breakout, then we can look for longs, target the resistance area. So you wait for this. Another option, because this is the resistance, so intraday trading traders, we see prices in the range, we have support, we have the 36 EMA. Previously what price did? Bounce on the resistance, move to the trend line, went up, almost touched the resistance, back to the trend line. And what we see right now is again retesting the resistance. What we might have? Retest of the trend line. So how we can trade this? We go to the lower time frames, wait for the trend line breakout, and then you can look for sells. But remember that this is aggressive, yes, but we can still trade this. Aggressive because if we check, not always price is reaching, yes. So if you jump in this into this trade, we need to combine this with lower time frames, so our targets will be achieved faster. And then we can try to target the trend line. In case of the breakout, you might have really nice entry. So you can also go to the 15-minute chart And if you see that, okay, price is breaking this trend line with the lows, you just look for the sells. Exactly the same here on the 15 minute. If you are more aggressive, you wait for the new higher highs, higher lows, and then you take the longs. USDCAD, this is another option which we might have, and there was option by the way to jump in. What we see on the weekly chart is still an uptrend. Yes, it's still an uptrend. And this is how we can draw the line, but we can also draw a little bit different angle like that, but we will see only like 2 touches. So if we draw like this, we have 3 touches, and we see that price is going down, and we might have 2 scenarios. Price will react on this line, and we'll see that we'll see another up move, because what we have right now is higher high, higher low. So price is going up, or will break and will go down. So in this case, we'll try to find the support level, and the next support level for this pair is here. And we go to the lower time frames, and what we see that we still have some room, some space to this trend line. It will be like 90 pips. And previously we had this daily short 1 to 3 here, and we had the opportunity to look for the sells in 2 ways. This was the first option for us. This was another option. Yes, here was another option to look for sell. And right now we can still look for the sells, but this will be a little bit late entry, because we had already 2 scenarios to jump in. So what we need to get is, of course, another setup. And then ideally we would like to mix this with lower time frames. So if you see that the price is going back here, you can combine this with the 1 hour chart, 15 minute, 5 minute to look for sells and target the trend line. Also, if you jump into this trade, if we look, we have some support level here. So try to manage the pair on the previous lows if you are in. Yes, the trend line might be your good target, but still try to achieve win-win, which means that we would like to achieve first or second target before this scenario. So you wait for the retracement, and then we look for the sells. USD Swiss franc, we discussed last week about possible bounces, and this is because price is on the resistance level. You see, next resistance zone is here. We also have trend line. So price again might bounce and will go and retest the trend line with the 36, maybe, yes, but there is a chance for that. We go to the daily chart, and what we see on the daily, that price is making for us long 1 to 3. So like we discussed last week, here was option to look for possible sells and target the 36. So if someone is in from this level here, you should manage the pair to achieve win-win scenario. So it means that if price decides to retrace, you will still make profits. Yes, or at least you will finish, you will end this trade on the break even, but it shouldn't be losing trades if you are in sells from this area, and we had this opportunity here to look for potential sell scenarios. Here was the first option, and here was the second option, yes, to look for sells. So right now manage position, because price is making something opposite right now on the daily chart, because it's making the long 1 to 3. So what we might have, it's still bounce and another retest of the resistance. Maybe you will have false breakout like here, and then price will continue to go down like that. Maybe we'll see this, or we'll get the lower high and price will continue. So if you see some weakness still, that okay, price is going up, and you have the weakness of the resistance, you can still look for another sell entries. But you can also look for longs, because back to here we have like 80 pips, or here 120. So there is still room to go, but of course we would like to trade this on the lower time frames. We have those lows here with the support level, so we go to the 1 hour chart and we wait for breakout. Yes, we wait for breakout and we target the resistance area. And another option, if we are not in buys or sells, but we see, okay, we have volatility, price decide to break the 36 with the support level, okay, what you can do, you just simply wait for breakout and look for possible sell scenarios. Here you look for the sells, 1 to 3s on the 4 hour chart, exactly the same for the 1 hour and lower time frames. And the last is gold, which went up again really fast. So we had this bounce on the 12 and continuation of this up move. So price is close to our resistance, which is our main goal, main target. Of course, it's going up really fast. If we get the retracements, really easily we can look for possible longs if price will not reach the resistance. If we see this, then you can target the resistance, but if you see, okay, that price is still going up, we have this up move, price is going. At this point you can start to look for sells, to look to target this trend line with the 36, but we will see. I will monitor this. Right now what we have, price is volatile and it's bouncing only on the 12 EMA. We see this. So what we have to see is the retracement back to the trend line with the 12 EMA here, or maybe to the 36 finally. Both retracements are okay, and what we would like to do is to look for buys. Yes, so ideally this, and then bounce and another breakout and 1 to 3s. Yes, this would be perfect. Or if you like, you can go to the lower time frames, not even 1 hour chart, but you can go to the 15-minute time frame, and if you see that price is breaking this area and wants to go up, then you take the longs on the 5 or 15-minute, because your target is of course on those highs here. Now, even before the highs, yes, not exactly tops, but somewhere around this point. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this. If yes, please share and comment this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact with me at info@nikostradingacademy.com. So wish you great trades and talk to you soon. Bye.